guys, and welcome to Dreaming in Fibre. I am Sarah, your host from sarastexturecrafts.com. Today is the 19th of July and we are starting my video diary for the last few days of July. Today I am off to Killerton House in Exeter. We're going to do a 2-day show there, and then next week we'll be off to Fibre East. So I'm not sure how much video I'll be able to get throughout the weekends, but we shall see. Today is quite damp. It's been raining overnight. It's dry at the moment and the sun's peeking through the clouds, but we are forecast for severe thunderstorms literally an hour after we open, so that could be quite interesting. I'm in a marquee outside the house, so yeah, fingers crossed the weathermen will be wrong and it'll actually be the nice day that it's looking like it could be at the moment. So wish me luck, fingers crossed. What have I got on the stand today? I apologise for the background noise, but it's really hot, so we have to have the windows open. On the stall today I will have obviously hand-dyed tops. I will have lots of bats, limited edition bats and so on. I'll have some of my new blends, which I have in limited quantity. I also have some little grab bags for about £3.50, so look out for that sale bucket. I've also got some pick and mix merino options as well, and of course my hand-dyed yarns, so I'm hoping I will do okay with those. Not sure who else is going to be there in the marquee, but there's going to be lots to do. There are 3 artists who have the main run of the event, I think, in the house, in that they are having a textile exhibition. They are Jan Tillett, Joan Prowse and Jill Burbridge. They are, yeah, all within the textile world. The latter 2, I think, primarily work in wool. I haven't seen much of Jill's work, to be honest. Not Jill, sorry, Jan. I've not seen much of her work, so that'll be interesting to see and find out a bit more about her. I met her through the Embroiderers Guild, so sorry, I'm a little bit worried that the boxes are going to fall on my head. So yeah, that'll be quite interesting. That also coincides with, I think, a costume textile exhibition that Killerton are putting on themselves from their own archives. There will be several stall holders today and tomorrow like myself there, so I'm hoping there'll be a range of wool to other woven textiles as well, so all sorts of different fibres and finished products as well. And then of course there'll be people there demonstrating. I know that Bicton College will have a marquee there. Bicton College are known for their agricultural syllabus, so they'll have their usual agricultural side of things, and then also Jill Burbridge runs the felt making course over there, so I think it might be a BTEC, I'm not sure. Could be wrong on that, so have a look at Bicton College and you'll find that out in more detail. But yeah, I'm always amazed when I see the work that comes from that course, really beautiful stuff. So Jill will be there, and a team from her sort of crew, as it were, on the course should be there demonstrating felt making and things as well, so lots to see and do. So I'm hoping, despite the weather, that we shall have some fun, and fingers crossed it will be a fairly good turnout, at least for the first half of the day before the rain comes in too much. Fingers crossed there's no rain at all. So I'll leave you there for a second, and if I don't get a chance to shoot any video, hopefully I will be able to take some pictures at least. If not, I shall be back a bit later to just give you a rundown of today. Okay, so see you later guys. Cheers. I'll take you on a little walk through. That's me. some more on this side. And then this is Killerton House. That's it. So a small event, but I think it's going to be lovely. Here they come, the strugglers. A view from my stand at lunchtime. Afternoon. That's me in the distance there. I'm doing quite well. And, going around this way, oh, sheep coming back. Hi guys, so I am back at HQ. It is, I think it's the 24th of July, and I just wanted to come back and sort of let you know what happened at Killerton Spun and what I have coming up this weekend, which is Fibre East. Hi Patch. I was aware that by the end of not only the first day but the second day, I was just so knackered from the heat more than anything else that it just didn't feel quite right to sit down and podcast, or even podcast from the car. I looked a hot mess, to say the least, and it was just, I think, a bit too hot and bothered. So I thought I would wait until I had a moment shortly before Fibre East, and then I would give you a bit more sort of information as to what happened at Killerton Spun. Okay, so you saw the sort of general layout. You've seen some pictures as well from the weekend. And I just want to report back and say it was fantastic. It was really great. I don't think there was a huge amount of us in terms of stall holders. I think vendors, no more than 20. It was probably like 15 of us, to be honest, no more than 15. And coinciding with that, there were demonstrations, so you could go and learn how to crochet or how to knit. You could learn a bit about spinning. There were also dyeing workshops, felting workshops, printing workshops for textiles and things, and these were all being run by either guilds and local groups, or by local artists. And then of course you had the exhibition of the three main artists running alongside the costume exhibition of Killerton House itself. So there was a sort of mishmash of lots of different styles and techniques and things all being brought together under one roof, and it just worked perfectly. The setting was really tranquil and beautiful. I mean, the days were just amazing. We were forecast for torrential rain and thunderstorms all day Saturday, but I'm pleased to say although it was very dark Saturday morning and we did have a couple of rumbles of thunder, it was perfect. It didn't rain. I think we had a couple of spots. It came out beautiful sunshine after that, and from then on it was hot, hot, hot. So it was lovely. A little bit too hot, I think, in the marquees, but that's kind of what happens. I mean, you can kind of see. I'm not sunburnt, but I'm certainly managed to get some colour, and that's cool. It was nice to be outside. It was nice to be in that setting, and everyone was just happy to be there and really enjoying the whole textile vibe, and it was really exciting and inspiring. So I really loved it. Previous to this, there hasn't been an event like it at Killerton, the National Trust site. And I think what transpired from the weekend, it's certainly all the stall holders would be happy to do it again, and I think all the demonstrators and the artists would as well. So there's kind of rumours that Killerton are thinking about making it an annual event. Whether it will be the same weekend or not, I don't know. I'm really hoping it will be, because it fits in perfectly with the two shows that I currently do, being completely selfish. But I think also for attracting specifically sort of wool and fibre customers, that week just before Fibre East, allow them to see a lot of us who will be heading off to Fibre East. Certainly if they do this again annually and they choose to expand, you could see a lot more sort of southwest indie artists like myself there. So it would be a really good opportunity to see us before we go off to Fibre East, so that you don't have to travel all that distance to go to Bedford to go to see us, but also if for any reason you can't make that, then you've got something a little bit more local for you. So I'm really hoping that they do it again. I'm going to send them an email once I'm back from Fibre East and sort of say, not only thanks for having me, but yes, I would be very interested if you consider doing this again. And I think all of the customers would be pleased to see it again as well, because people really were inspired and quite happy with the idea that there is much more sort of textile and fibre things going on within the southwest, because of course we lost Fibre Fest. I think the last one was probably about 4 years ago now. 3-4 years ago maybe. Must be 4 maybe. Can't remember, but yeah, we kind of lost that because they've decided not to go ahead with doing it again. And of course we've got a bit of a replacement with the new show Bristol Wool Fair that's coming up beginning of September, which I'll talk to you more about in the following podcast. But it would be nice to have a few other events as well. I mean, I'd certainly happily attend all of them, so we shall see. I guess kind of tell you a little bit about what's happening sort of pre-Fibre East. I've been packing up the orders that I've got for shipping. They've all gone out, so my website is kind of officially closed now, although of course you can still purchase. As with any show, my main website will remain open. And then it's kind of repacking the stock that I had from Killerton into boxes with new stock for Fibre East, just so that I, make sure I know what's where and that kind of thing, and how much I've got of stuff. So I've been busy with that this week. Today is just sort of final touches. Everything's labelled and done, so I'm grateful for that. And it's just kind of, as I say, the final touches really. What can you expect that's new at Fibre East? Well, obviously this podcast won't go out before Fibre East, so you will be the first to see those new products. But for those of you who can't make it, the heads up, the word on the street is that I will be hosting a few new products. I'm going to show you those as we start to do the videos, but just to give you a little bit of a hint, there's more hand-dyed colour and a bit of a mix between fibre bases as well, so I'm really hoping that they go down well. I've also got something new in line for the bats as well, so, and some new blends as well, not to not forgetting. So there's lots of new stuff. I promised you after I spoke about the sale last month that there would be new stuff as soon as I had room on the shelves, and of course there is. I always started working on this just as the sale started, so I just want, again, you know, to thank you. If you've shopped the sale, that's amazing, thank you so much. If you haven't yet and you want to catch a few more items, there will be some new items hitting the sale this month. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but there are a couple of bits and pieces that I would like to get rid of also, and it just means that, again, that clears space for all these new ideas that are going to need some room. And I can't really say any more than that. I want to tell you everything and let you, you know, sort of in on my secrets, but yeah, I've got to keep them hush hush for a moment or two. So I think I'll probably leave that there. I've got, as I say, a little bit more packing to do today. Just got to double check that I've got, you know, all my tables, my grid walls, all the hooks, that kind of stuff. Make sure I've printed out lots of information. Make sure I've got my cards, that kind of thing. I think that's probably about it. Looking a bit tired today. Apologise for that. My hay fever is, or my allergies I should say, running riot. The weather is fantastic, but it's just a little bit too hot to be doing this kind of work in, because it means my allergies just take over and I can't really sleep, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do the show at the weekend, because it's I think in Bedford at the weekend it's supposed to be sort of 28 to 30 possible thunderstorms. Whether we'll get the thunderstorms or not, I don't know. Whether it will reach those temperatures or not, I don't know. But I remember from last year, being in the sports hall, it was just so hot that you just couldn't move. It got quite miserable by the end of the day, which is not really what you want when you're trying to, you know, keep up the smile and, you know, still inspire the people at the end of the day as much as you did the people at the beginning of the day. And so I hope everyone will bear with me, but, you know, I know that customers will be in exactly the same situation. They will be as hot and feel as harassed and miserable by the end of the day, I'm sure. But we're gonna, you know, we're gonna paint a smile on it. We're gonna have lots of colourful fun and texture for you on the stand, and I hope to see you there. Okay, so signing off for now, and the video diary will start tomorrow, back in the van. So I'll catch you later, guys. Cheers. Hi guys, we are in the van on our way to Fibre East. Apologies for the noise. Obviously I've got the windows open. It's like the hottest day of the year, naturally, when you're travelling. Everything's packed up. It's just gone 12, I think, or just coming up to, no, it's half 11, sorry. So we're about half an hour earlier than we were last year, which is good. Hopefully we won't meet traffic. We're trying a different route this year, so fingers crossed we shall get there on time, so that we can get everything unpacked and then get straight onto the B&B for feet up. Knackered, too hot, feel like I'm very, very close to getting a bit of heat stroke already, which I'm notorious for getting heat stroke and sunstroke at the slight spattering of sun that we have in this country. So I've taken some paracetamol, I've got lots of water with me, and we'll just have to see how we go. Yeah, it should be alright, I think. Other than that, looking forward to it. It is nice to have good weather while you're travelling. There's nothing worse than rain. God forbid snow, and we've travelled in the snow to shows before. So next time I see you, depending on how hectic and what time we get there, I might show you a little bit of setup, or I might just do photographs, or there might be a bit of nothing. purely because if we do get there late for any reason, going to be a little bit stressed because I've got a few sort of new things on the stands that I want to use for setup. So there's going to be a little bit of fiddling around. So anyway, either way, I shall catch you later and I'll show you a bit of Fibre East. Okay, see you later guys. Hello, it is
about 9 o'clock.
About 9 o'clock, just eating my beans on toast. We managed to get to the show at 6, just gone 6, like 10 past 6 or something like that. So from Devon, leaving at whatever time we did.
11:30.
Yeah, it was about 11:30. That's a long day. So we got in and we only had 2 hours left to set up before they closed for the evening, so we did what we could. I have booked myself a big stand this year, which is great. It's great to have that amount of room, and because I've certainly got the product to put out. But you know, when you face that at 6 o'clock at night, you kind of think maybe I should just have an honesty box and open lids of boxes rather than actually bother to set up. I'm so tired. But anyway, there we go. It's all set up now. As I say, just eating my beans on toast. So I'm going to go in, have a shower, I think, get ready for tomorrow. Didn't really get a chance to have a look round. Not a huge amount of people left setting up. So I'll have a proper look round tomorrow and hopefully get some time where I can take the camera around as well so I can show you. Over my shoulder, there, that's where, well, that's Darren.
Sorry.
That's where we are living for the next few days. So I'm pretty sure I podcast from here last year, but this is where we stayed last year, so I'm back in the same place because I like to do that. You know, if I find a good place, I always come back. So yeah, beautiful view. I will. I'm just going to stop the video and then I will do a quick pan round. Probably won't see a huge amount because it's quite flat, but it just gives you hopefully an idea of how far we can see. Okay, so yeah, you can see this evening, gone 9 o'clock, that's the farm in front of us, and it's quite a nice space. You don't see much now, but in the morning the horses might be out, so I might get a little shot of the horses. There's some farm buildings over there, and I think there's some rabbits.
Yeah, just underneath that yellowy tank thing on the floor down there.
Just around there, lots of rabbits
bobtails,
apparently.
I don't know if you can see them on the video.
Oh no, I can't see them on the video. But anyway, there we go. There we are. What a beautiful view. It's been a beautiful day. I shall leave you there and join you again tomorrow for Fibre East. There we go, this is me all set up. There we go. I'll take you a quick wander of our hall just so you can see. flavour of what else is happening around the show.
Now, a lot of the hill breed places are quite open because it's far more detrimental for the sheep to be wet on the skin than it is to be a little bit breezy around the extremities. That's what works, so that's why they do it. Now, our first hill breed is this chap over here. And his fleece isn't quite typical. Most hill breeds have hemp, or coarse white or red or black brittle hair running through the wool. This chap doesn't have that hemp in his fleece. He has a relatively fine fleece for a hill breed. But
Good some hockeys.
nonetheless, he is still a hill sheep. He's still got a relatively open fleece. It's certainly not knicker soft.
Sorry?
Now, the farmers were looking for ways to improve their returns from those lambs. Because it's so tough up there, a lot of the time they can't finish lambs to be able to get them away to slaughter. So they're forced to sell them on part finished. Sell them on to people further down the hill who've got better grass, and they then finish those lambs, they then go to slaughter.
Hiya.
I went straight to the audience. I cannot do.
Hi guys, it's the end of Fibre East. We are on our way home in the van, so I know that some of you quite like a van moment, so here it is. I didn't get a huge amount of chance to podcast last night. It was just been so hot this weekend that to be honest, by the time the show finished we were just knackered, wanted to go back, have a shower, grab something to eat and yeah, put our feet up. All in all, Fibre East has been fantastic. So much to see and do. If you do get a chance to come next year, I really recommend it. Really, it's one of the shows to attend. We did really well. It was really nice to see everybody. Apologies for the wiggle. It's quite a bumpy road that we're on. It was nice to see everybody and see some familiar faces as well, and catch up with some new folks. And also thank you to all of the podcast watchers who came past and said hello. I had a couple of people who said to me, "Oh, you're like a minor celebrity here at Fibre East." I've met somebody who's on the telly. It always tickles me when you guys come in and say that you watch the podcast, because I Twitter away to myself and I put it out there, and for some reason in my mind I don't think that anybody watches it, but apparently you do. So it's nice to meet you and to say hello and to catch up with what you're doing and get inspired by what you're doing and the colours that you're into and stuff. So I was really pleased, had a fabulous show. I am probably going to next week at some point get this podcast all bundled together and put out there for you. It will be a shorter episode than usual, purely because I've got quite a lot to do for the next few shows. So I hope that I'll be able to get back and do a little podcast probably mid-month where I'll show you some of my purchases from Fibre East and talk more about what I'm working on and also what's new in the shop, because by the time I get home and sort of back to work and have this podcast up, I probably won't have a huge amount of the stock back on the website yet. There will be a shop update on Thursday as usual, so watch out either on Instagram, on the blog, or follow me on Facebook and Twitter to catch sort of news of those updates. But I guess for now I will leave it there. This road is far too bumpy to podcast from. So I'll catch you guys later. Hope you're having a fabulous end of July, and I will see you in August. Cheers guys.